Shalom, everybody. This is Betty Erica, aka Lady Smooth. And as you know, we are in the month of June 19th. Now it is a holiday, recognized as a holiday, called, let me see if you can see it, Juneteenth. Okay? This is Juneteenth. Actually, let me show it from right here. So, Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Juneteenth marks the anniversary of the announcement of General Order Number 3 by Union Army General Gordon Granger on June 19, 1865, proclaiming freedom for enslaved people in Texas. Okay, so with that being said, the Lord has spoken to me about so many things. Once again, He always put things in my spirit. And He said, notice, okay? So since we're coming close to these, I want to say a transitional time, end times prophecy, biblical prophecy is coming alive. And June is actually the month of Levi. It is the month of Levi, and I have it here with the Watchman calendar. So let's see. I'm trying to cover up all of my little markings. But as you can see, that's Levi. That's June. Okay? And as I said, the Lord also put in my spirit that my current bloodline, should I even say it again? Let's not go there. Another time. So, June is Levi. July is Judah. Okay? The Levite priests were keepers of the scrolls, of the lost scrolls of the Bible, of the Torah, as you want to call it, of the Sefer. Okay? They were keepers of the priesthood, as well as the praise and worship. Judah as well as the praise and worship children. And who do you know that does all this singing and worship with all this full of talent and everything? Okay? Let's not go there. So, I want to show you Judah. Judah is July, which is next month. So they're actually side by side, okay? Side by side within the month. So it's funny that they will say Juneteenth. I think it's in I know it's in representation of Levites in Judah. So I want to show you guys all this. This was also in a documentary. And I actually took a screenshot of this because it was, as you can see, it says Jim Crow laws 1870. Let me see if you can see that. Jim Crow laws 1870 and 1965. Okay. And at the top of this gentleman's head, who's painted as a black person with that face, has the title Jubilee at the top. So I wanted to explain Jubilee, okay? Jubilee. One second. I wanna explain Jubilee. So let me do something. 1 second. Okay, I'm not too good with the pausing the camera and continuing and so forth and so on. So excuse me, everybody. Okay, so let's explain Jubilee. Okay. Come on now, get with it, get with it. I'm telling you. I should have had this prepared. Okay, here we go. Jubilee. Once again, I think I showed you guys this, but I'll show it again. Hebrew is a year at the end of the 7 cycles of Shemitah, and the sabbatical years, and according to biblical regulations, had a special impact on ownership and management of the land in the land of Yashael, really. According to the books of Leviticus, Hebrew slaves and prisoners would be free of debt, would be forgiven, and the mercies of Yahweh would be particularly manifest. Now, this looks like a black gentleman with his hands, and he's working on the field. We know that the majority of black people have been the ones that done that. And that is the whole point of the Jubilee. So, I say that to say what the Lord has put in my spirit, okay, about Jubilee. Now, there's some mixed in things, but the political state, as we know, is not the Lord's gathering. So we know Yashael today, Jerusalem, it should be without inhabitants, and it's a desolate land. Okay, so we must be coming close to something, y'all, right? Something real, real big. And you can check out Sister Carrie Ann videos for that. Yes, I mentioned her because she is one of my favorite prophetess. She's my mentor. So, let's look at this Levite priest here wearing the ephod. I showed you guys before. He is already being taken into captivity, and he is a Shanti priest. Most of the Shantis are of Levites. They are of the bloodline of Levi. Okay, let's just make that very clear. Now, I want to read something to you guys before I go into a deeper part of this subject. Actually, it says, no, let me go deeper into the subject in my Sefer real fast. Okay, so right here, and this is Maccabees 3, verse 48. I mean 46. Let's start at 46. Wherefore you, okay, let's explain what's going on first. First, King Antiochus took things of Yashael, and he wanted to go into Persia, and as well as he wanted to invade Egypt. And I think he did invade Egypt, but he was trying to get to the Israelites at this time, the Yashaelites, and he wanted to go to Persia. So let me just read a brief. You guys can read this on your own, do your own research. This is First Maccabees 3, and you can start from just chapter 3 all the way through. Okay, so Persia, there to take the tributes of the country and to gather much money. So he left Lysias and noblemen and one of the blood royals to oversee the affairs of the king from the river of Parath until the borders of Mizmarim, which we know as Egypt. Okay, and to bring up his son Antiochus until he came again. Moreover, he delivered unto him the half of his forces and elephants, and gave him charge over all things that he would have done. Also concerning them that dwell in Judah and Jerusalem. to wit, that he should send an army against them to destroy and root out the strength of Yashael and the remnant of Jerusalem, and to take away their memorial from that place, and that he should place strangers in all their quarters and divide their land by the lot. This is something that's been going, this is a cycle. It's been going on over and over and over again. They continue to steal from Yashael. They continue to take and take and take and take, and also use Yashael for financial gain, as well as they use Yesiah for financial gain, continually making money off of him, but would not say who the real bloodline he is as a colored man. Okay? And then people want to say, oh, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You know, he could be Asian. That's the first thing they always say. He could be Asian. It doesn't matter. You know why? It matters. You go tell an Asian person he's black and see if he don't slap you. Okay? You cannot do that. Don't dare think you can sit up here and confuse people with the Messiah's identity. Don't dare think that you can confuse, if you can't confuse your own identity, what makes you think you can confuse the Messiah's identity and not think that it's a lie from the pit of hell? It's wrong. So let's go down to it. 46, 3. This is Maccabees 3:46. First Maccabees 3:46. This is the reason why they took Maccabees out the Bible. Okay, and all of the other things are part of the Apocrypha out of the Bible, because they don't want people to know the truth, obviously. Wherefore Yashael assembled themselves together and came to Mizpah over against Jerusalem. For in Mizpah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Yashael. Then they fasted the day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their head and rent their clothes and laid upon the sefer of the Torah, which means scrolls. Sefer means scrolls, book of scrolls, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Do you see that? Come on, let's make sure y'all see that. Let me read it again. And laid open the sefer of the Torah, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They brought the priests also, the priest garments, and the first fruits, and the tithes, and the Nazarene. They stirred up, whom had accomplished their days. Then cried they with a loud voice towards heaven, saying, what shall we do with these, and whither shall we carry them away? For your sanctuary is trodden down and profaned, and your priests are in heaviness and brought low. And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. So they cried out to the Most High. And when the Lord is with you, no one can be against you. Okay? For I have no covenant with no heathens. I did not sign my name in blood. I did not give my soul to the enemy. So therefore, back off. This is another warning for the Most High on my behalf, because I see the activity anyways. Let's read first. My Father don't play. He protects all the time. Okay. 1 John 2:21. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth. This is 1 John 2 verse 21. Read it for yourself. Okay? The Lord, no lie is in him. And his word is not a lie. So if any little lies is creeping into the sanctuary, of the Most High, or the church, whom the Christians call the Most High Church, then you need to ask your pastors something is wrong. And that little lie is a big lie. Okay? Let's go to another one. And let's go for anything that oppose the Most High. Anything. Because they do not honor him. They don't. They don't honor him. And why is that? If the Lord said, my word will be made flesh, how can you think you're going to get to the Father without the word who's the interceiver for you? There's no way. Okay, so 1 John 4:3. And every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. Every false doctrine, everyone who just only look at the Messiah as a prophet when he came in with holy blood. None of the other prophets could ever do what he did, even if they did suffer a death. They could not shed the blood, for they were not worried to save sins from the pits of Yashael. I mean, from the pits of Sheol. Hell. Let's just not be political correct about it. Hell. Okay? So, here's also a map here. And it says Negro land. Okay? I want to see that. I want you to see that real good. Okay? It says Negro land. And it also says grain, tooth, gold, slave, kingdom of, I think it wants to say Benjamin, just like Judah, and then they cut it off because there was a lot of riches and gold and stuff. They just found, oh, thank you, Lord. They just found so much gold in, what was it, Ghana, which is a lot of the Shanti tribe. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. Now, let's go to the Jerusalem Post. Okay? And for anybody who want to get mad at me, I didn't say this. Y'all did. Just like you said this. You said this with the jubilee over the black man's face. You said it. So don't get mad at nobody for something that you guys have already labeled. Because the only person that would do that is for those who already know the truth. And those who already know who those people are. Who the Yasha'elites are. Okay? So let's go to it. The takeover of the Levites and emergence of a Jewish elite. Okay? And this is the Jerusalem Post. Okay, can you see that? This is definitely the Jerusalem Post. Okay? Read that for yourself. Read it for yourself. Read it for yourself. So, there we have it. Okay? And it says, as he planted the seeds for a new anchor of Judaism, Zionism, Herzl recognized the importance of having an elite. There you go. There you have it. It's all part of the plan. Okay? More bread, more bread, more bread, more bread. And it's funny because I'm going to close with this. I was buying something and I had 2 cents left. And of course, this has been going on a lot lately. A person was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The pennies represents the black people. 1%, right? There's many pennies all over the world, scattered all over everywhere. Nobody wants them. Who owns the identity of the blacks? Did Abraham free them? Or did he take the identity as well? They don't play fair. There's always a free, okay, you can get free, but there's also a setup in the making. There's also something we're going to gain out of it no matter what. We got to gain something out of it. Just like the heathen trotting my dang on storage. You got to gain something out of it. You steal my CDs. You got to gain something out of it, huh? All riches are stored in the kingdom of heaven. That's where the true gold is, the true colors is, the true everything is. Okay? So there you have it. Let me show it again. Hold on. Hold on. There you have it. Okay? So, and then we're talking about Levites because we're in the month of Levite. So let me read this again too about the paintbrush. And laid open the scrolls of the Torah, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Why did they do that? How did they do that? Because a paintbrush can change everything. Just like anything people see on TV can change everything because it's dealing with the mind. And if you don't have the spirit of discernment, you're gonna think that that's what it is. Okay? One more thing I like to mention, because this is a long video and I'm almost done. What I like to mention is this. If the Messiah was Caucasian, don't you know that Yashael, don't you know that blacks will continue to serve him? Why? Because it's instilled in the hearts of black people to love the Lord with all their heart. It's instilled to love. And Yeshua is nothing but love. That's all he gave on earth was love. Yes, he will check you in a minute. He was vigilant. But he gave nothing but love, and it's instilled. It's instilled in the bloodline to serve the Messiah. Okay? So whether if he was black, white, or Asian, as you all would say. But we know he's one being. Okay? He's of one bloodline. He's neither Asian, Caucasian, or any other race but black. And if he was, because that's what most people who wasn't the ancestors, who didn't come from slavery, most of them did believe that the Messiah was white and carried on the traditions. Okay? So if he was, they would freely serve him. But why don't the people who say that they are, if they know the Bible and they know that God came in the flesh, why don't they want to serve him? Question. So just think about that. Think about that for yourselves. And with that being said, we pray Psalms 91 on this channel. And just as a lady said to me, Jesus loved you. And he loved you all too. And you better repent and get right for the kingdom of heaven, because the Lord is not playing with anybody. You won't benefit from messing with his priestess or his priests or his prophets, because what good is it going to do for you? At the end of the day, we're going into cashless society. It ain't gonna be one person suffering. Everybody about to suffer around here. Oh, that was another thing the guy mentioned about the pennies. He said next year they're gonna get rid of the pennies, and I said, oh, they're gonna get rid of all the money. What difference does it make? So with that being said, Psalms 91, and Jesus love you. Yeshua loves you. And I truly mean this by the bottom. He knows the heart of everybody, and he loves all of you. He loves me. He loves you. He loves every creation that he made. He loved the dog. He loved the cat you walk every day on a leash. at 11, 12 o'clock at night. He loves them all. Goodbye.